leg injuries, delayed album releases, racism in Fifth Harmony, both of her parents having cancer, it just seems like Normani Corday Hamilton can't catch a break these days. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my Taylor Talks channel. If you guys are new here, make sure to like and subscribe for some more Taylor Talks. Now, the queen herself, Normani, dropped her highly anticipated album called Dopamine on June 14th. Tons of reporters and interviewers have been asking Normani when her debut album would drop since 2018, and she has always said soon, or it's halfway done, or some other response, and it is now finally here. And people have their opinions of the album, rightfully so. Some are saying the album was not worth the wait, some are saying the album did not have any skips, others are saying, where are the music videos and the visuals? Candy Paint is allegedly going to have a music video. Allegedly, don't come at me in the comments 6 months from now if it's not dropped. Now, as far as the numbers, the album charted at number 91 on the Billboard 200. Again, some are saying that it charted too low for Normani, especially since she has been in the entertainment industry for more than 10 years. Especially for the past 5 or 6 years, whenever anyone mentions Normani's name, everyone was always asking the same question. Where is the album? I mean, at one point she was competing with Rihanna as the person who was asked the most about their new album, and I guess Rihanna is the winner now. All jokes aside, what is my opinion on the album? The album is good. There are no skips. Normani gave us Normani. For a while, she has said that she did not like the music that she put out, such as Motivation, but the label wanted it to be out, so she rolled with it. And now her album, her work of art, her blood, sweat, and tears are out for the world to hear. And it has Normani's DNA written all over it. My personal favorites are Take My Time. I could honestly see this as a radio hit, and Insomnia. I mean, Brandy is the vocal bible. No notes at all for Brandy and Normani on this song. Actually, I wish Brandy had a verse, but other than that, it's pure gold. The only critique that I have of the album is that I wish there was one clear radio hit, like Anti-Hero for Taylor Swift, Espresso for Sabrina Carpenter, Kill Bill for SZA, and Texas Hold'em for Beyonce. Something along those lines. Now, in defense of Normani, amidst all of the criticism, Normani went through a lot over the past 10 years. She has been vocal about her experience in the entertainment industry. She did a Rolling Stone interview a few years ago talking about the racism she experienced while being in Fifth Harmony, being the only Black woman in the group, especially online racism abuse, and how that affected her. She also had both her parents have cancer around the same time. Her mother had cancer for the second time in 2022, and her father was diagnosed with cancer in 2023. Normani purposely paused her career after her parents were diagnosed and took time away to be with them for a while. And whenever she was away from her parents while they were on chemo, she would FaceTime them and they would be super supportive of her making music, and that got them through their treatment. So, cancer is nothing to play with for anybody, period. But your parents having cancer is just something else. It's on a whole different level. So it's understandable that she would take a hiatus to center herself around her family. Now, moving on to Normani's BET performance that never happened, I'm convinced somebody told Normani to break a leg, and it actually happened. Okay, maybe not a broken leg, but she posted a picture of her in crutches as her right knee was bandaged, and then there was a boot on her right foot. It would have been amazing to see Normani perform that night, but again, it's understandable that she did not because of her circumstances. We all know that Normani is a dancer. She dances in all of her music videos, almost won Dancing with the Stars, so she probably was set to dance a lot during the performance, and you just can't do that with her injuries. All in all, it seems like Normani just can't catch a break. If it's not one thing, it's another. But I do want to end this video on a high note by saying Normani is still her. Her album is still charting, her music is good, her name carries weight, and she is still that girl. Yes, her album may not be number one, but she is definitely nothing to play with. Nowadays, we see so many artists that can bat an eyelash and have their songs be in the top 10 with virtually no talent. And then we have artists like Normani, who have the talent, the support of other big artists, has a fan base, and has everything going for her, but still can't compare to the artists that virtually have no talent when it comes to the charts. Or at least recently. Let's not forget Dancing with a Stranger and Love Lies. After a while, those artists die down, and the artists that have talent stay in the industry. Normani is here to stay, despite those low numbers. Also, I can't help but think about how we as fans have begged, and I mean begged, Normani for years to drop an album, and then it charts so low. If I'm not mistaken, albums reach #1 status because people stream their songs. You would think that the anticipation would just pop once the album was dropped, but it kind of did the opposite. That is why I want to blame the low numbers on the fans, including myself. Fans should have showed up a little bit more. Yes, raising my hand too, and I get the fact that it's been more than 5 or 6 years since she has said she was going to drop an album and that the music videos aren't here. However, I still think that Normani's fans should have showed up and showed out a little bit more. As always, I want to know what you guys think. Did you like the album? Do you think her songs should have more radio airplay? Do you have any critiques of the album and the album rollout? Do you think that Normani is here to stay? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for some more Taylor talks. And don't forget to do something for you today. See ya.